Good morning. I am so excited to be here this morning. Guess what, you guys? It is season 4 of Coaching Cocktails and Conversations. Listen, I have been doing my podcast for 4 years, and each year I start a new season. You guys, it's well into the season, and it was just yesterday that I recognized that, hey, guess what? It's time to celebrate. And I'm so excited that I am here with each of you all to be able to celebrate. And in line with that, today's topic that we are going to jump right into is how to make the most of your season. Right? So fitting. How to make the most of your season. And if you have been following Coaching Cocktails and Conversations at all, myself right here on Breakfast with Champions, on all of the things, I want to say hey to my Facebook community, Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and each and every person that is inside of the room today and watching live. Also, guess what? Go back and get the replay because these nuggets are really going to shift you. I absolutely love hearing from each and every one of you all. If it's your first time tuning in to Lolita E. Walker, welcome to the party. I am a certified life leadership and executive coach. I am also a TEDx Empower speaker. I'm a 2-time author. I can go on and on and on because I hold a lot of hats, but each week I come to you and I love to leave you with some tangible tips and tricks to really shift your thinking and help you leap into the greatness of who it is that you are and the greatness that is awaiting you, because sometimes we're in our own way. Sometimes it's fear that holds us back. Sometimes we're not making the most of our season. So before we get started, just want to say good morning to those who are popping in already. Hey, Lynn Luckett, great morning to you as well. Hey, Jackie Underwood, good to see you as well. And then, of course, we have Dr. Cook James. Hey, Barbara, good, right? She says, grand rising, good morning, and many, many blessings. Listen, we have a whole litany of things we're going to power through in this 30 minutes. And somebody reached out to me the other day and they're like, how do I listen to the replay of these? So let me let you know now. You can listen to the replay in so many different ways. You can listen to it on Facebook in my Coaching Cocktails and Conversations community where we have dialogue there. You can listen to the replay on LinkedIn. You can listen to the replay on YouTube. You can listen to the replay on Clubhouse. You can listen to the replay not only on one, but on 2 podcasts, on Breakfast with Champions podcast. Yes, where I'm one of the amazing co-hosts. And you can also listen to it in Coaching Cocktails and Conversations, the podcast, which is my own. So now that we've done all of that, said hi to all of the people, I want to get into it, you guys, because there's so much that I want to talk about today. I started thinking about this notion of your season, right? Folks say all the time, this is your season. This is your season. Get into it. This is your season. When you go to church, this is your season and it pumps you up. And so I want to remind you that what if this is your season? I want to share with you that this is about walking into it. This is about leaving with tangible tips on how to make the most of this season right here. When you think of seasons, I know when I think of seasons, I think of winter, fall, summer, spring. Summer, spring, winter, fall, however you want to mix it. But what I do know is that there's a change that happens each time. There's a change in mindset. Sometimes the wintry months can bring a sadness. Sometimes the summery months can bring just excitement. Sometimes it brings that reflection that you didn't work out in the winter time to get ready for the summer body. Whatever it brings, there is this change. There is this notion of change that is happening. And so, as I take you through these strategies of how to, I want to encourage you to pick up one of these tidbits so that you can power your day. People say to me all the time, like, what's the top things that your clients come to you about? And I share with you all that I'm a certified life leadership and executive coach. And so I range with working from folks that just really want to lean into Lolita, I just feel stuck. Got you. Lolita, I am a woman on the move, but I know that there is more for me and I just need more. I want more. I know that I am capable of more. So help me get that thing. Help me move up beyond where I am. Right? When I go into organizations, it's Lolita, help me help my team in order to move forward, in order to shift with renewed action. So today I'm giving it to you in some power nuggets. And if you want more, reach out to me at lolitawalker.com and I'd love to share it. So the S, right? The first nugget, super easy, super simple, slow down. You know that song, slow down, slow down. Am I the only one who remembers that song? Listen, it's a fast beat to remind you to slow down. Sometimes, insert your name, sometimes, Lolita, you're moving so quickly, you're making decisions so rapidly that you forget to find the moment in the pause. You forget to find the power. Sometimes you're moving so quickly that the important stuff seeps through the cracks. Sometimes you're moving so quickly that you forgot yourself in the midst of the things. Sometimes your goals go out of whack and out of line, and they're not focused anymore because you forgot to slow down. I tell my 10-year-old son all the time is that sometimes going fast doesn't mean you get it right. And I would rather you take your time and get the thing right than to rush and then all of the answers are wrong. If you were to think about it, if you were to slow down a little bit more, would you think to yourself, wow, let me get this right? Let me go back and reread that email before I press send. Let me think about my why before I make this decision. We talked here about delegate, do it, or disappear from it, right? Those 3 Ds. Sometimes you got to slow down in order to make that work. Now, if you're new around here, I'm going to go through all these strategies. Then I'm going to open it all the way up. If you are chatting in any of the platforms, I'll read those along the way. And I just want to make sure that we can lean into really slowing down because why? This is our season. This is our season to thrive. And what we know is that it doesn't matter what happened in the past because we're not our circumstance. What we know is that we are the narrators of this here story. What we know is that it is our season to thrive. And when we walk and talk in our future self, then we are showing all the way up. Absolutely. So the next strategy that I have for you is right here. Experience newness, expect greatness. I want to say that again. I want you to experience the newness that is coming your way because you've chosen to slow down. So now you can feel all of the things. Experience this newness that is coming and then expect the greatness that is here for you. What if you knew that God already had the plan? It's already done and done. So I want to experience life because it's not guaranteed that it'll be here tomorrow. And if I chose to experience the newness that is coming in, then I would expect the greatness. When you start with expectancy, then you're walking into that thing. I have a new position at work. Then expect the greatness that is coming outside of that. Experience the newness that is inside of that. I have the opportunity to do a new presentation. I'm meeting a partner, and I really believe that this is going to be the partner that is going to help me to thrive just a little bit differently. I have the opportunity to be in a new film or to produce a new film. Expect the greatness that is on the other side of that blockbuster. Expect the greatness that is on the other side of that and experience the newness that is coming your way by way of the actors that are in the stage, by the way of everybody that is coming your way. I want you to experience the newness that is you. Are you new to me? Experience me. Are you new to Breakfast with Champions? Experience the platform. Are you new to Coaching Cocktails and Conversations? Experience the love and the community that is here for you. Experience the newness that is here because you've chosen to slow down. I want you to expect the greatness that is already ready for you. Dr. Jeannie says, experience newness. Yes, and expect greatness. She says, wow, Lolita. Sometimes it's a listening to someone else be able to serve it to you in a different way. And you're like, huh, oh, that thing right there has some wings on it. That thing right there has some wings on it. I want to start my business, you might say to me. Well, let's experience this newness. Let's talk about it. What is it that you want to do? Who is it that you're serving? Why do you think that you are the key player when it comes to this field? Help me. Let's talk about it. Because now I want to help you to expect the greatness that's on the other side of that thing. Experience the newness. Folks that come to my Women's Weekend Renewal Retreat and they say, I want to experience the newness. I want to get you away in 19,000 square feet of openness, of magic in Virginia. Expect that there's greatness on the other side of that. Expect me to pour into you. Expect to have one-on-one time. Expect that you're going to reclaim and revisit pieces of you that you haven't seen in a while. Expect that there's awesomeness and accountability that's coming on the other side. What do you expect for what is in front of you? Oh, oh my gosh. I get so excited every single time I come here. Dr. Jeannie, thank you so much. You said Lolita is a rock star and soon to be a film star. Whoop, whoop. I receive all of those things. Lynn Luckett said, I expect greatness because I am intentionally putting myself in the pool of possibility. Come on, Lynn Luckett. Yes, I am intentionally putting myself in the pool of possibilities. Oh, how good is that? When you intentionally step up, you intentionally expect greatness. You intentionally, she's already going through what I'm talking to you guys about today, because when you intentionally do those things, now I want to move to the next strategy because Lynn Luckett has already taken us there. Articulate what you want and you deserve. Articulate it, say it out loud. Say it out loud. I will have a TV show done and done. Absolutely. I will. So I walk and talk in that somebody might say to me, Lolita, you know what? You do. You go live every week. What if you considered that it and then you show up in that? Yes. Experience the newness every single day and expect the greatness that's on the other side of that. Expect, Lolita, that lives will be shifted. Expect, Lolita, that people will show up. Expect, Dr. Tangi, that people are coming to your webinar. Expect, Crystal, that more and more people are coming into your fold. Like, expect those things. Expect, Stacy Luckett, that you are in the pool of possibility and wade in the water because you will find the gate that is available to you. Articulate what you want. You might be saying, I want a 6-figure business. Okay, well, let's get started. What needs to be done? Who is it that you're contacting? Lolita, forget about 6 figures. I already hit that. I want 7 and I want 8. Well, who are you surrounding yourself with that already has those things? You can't be at the top of the food chain and you are already expecting more greatness to happen in your life. I want you to think about articulating what it is that you want and you absolutely deserve. There is nothing that is too far-fetched for where it is that you are going. There is nothing that is too far-fetched for where it is that you're going. So I want to shake you up a little bit today, and I want to remind you that this is your season. I love that Jackie Underwood says, I will change lives of all nurses when they experience nurse moves. Absolutely. Are you experiencing nurse moves? Are you a nurse who now has the opportunity to experience and try something different? Expect greatness from nurse moves. Expect greatness for what Jackie is putting into the world. And then she said, hello, forget about those 6 figures, been there, done those numbers. I'm ready for more. This is about articulating what it is that you want and deserve, because when you start talking it out loud, there's this different type of accountability that comes. There's a different type of accountability that comes. I remember being right here on the same platform, talking to the same folks about the fact that, you know what, I will be Dr. Walker. And I remember getting a push in the accountability because I kept saying it over and over again. I remember being pushed. And I remember the moment when Dr. Sean Shapiro, I say it all of the time, I should definitely get a t-shirt, said to me, well, have you applied? Lolita, come on. You talk about action and accountability all the time. Have you applied? And I keep on telling this story over and over again because I want to make sure I'm pushing on accountability for me. I'm in semester 2 of the first year. It's kicking my butt. But when I say those things out loud, I remember the people that are pushing me, the community that is pushing me, and how dare I not show up for what it is that I articulated that I want and I absolutely deserve. How dare I not do that? How dare you not do that? I love this. Lisa Wood says, slow down in making assumptions and claiming your perspective on situations, things, or people, because you might not have all the information you need to solidify your perspective. That is so good and so true. I was watching a show the other day, you guys. Chicago Med. I was catching up on my shows. I'm on spring break from school. Monday, I did absolutely nothing but catch up on shows and sleep. And I just needed it so much. And as I was watching Chicago Med, I remember one of the doctors made a decision to call in CPS on a parent because they assumed that because this 11-year-old child had really disfigured her leg on a farm, that the parents were negligent. And the nurse said, well, hold on, wait a minute. I lived on a farm before, and I can tell you that it's not always the simplest thing. And he made a decision and he called in Child Protective Services. And then, anyway, let's forward. At the end of the day, what ended up happening is he got to see the parents interact with the child, and the child said to the father, "I knew you." I know you told me not to go in there and I did it anyway. I'm so sorry. This is so my fault. And the doctor, you could see the reflection. And so, Lisa, as you said that, I really reflected back on the fact that sometimes we got to slow down, and sometimes we have to assess all of the information that is right before us, because sometimes our decisions can take us on a tangent of where it is that we don't want to go. Remembering it is our season and it's time to slow down. I love that. Thanks, Lisa. That was so super good. Um, Trust it. So true. So let's keep on going, you guys, because we only have 30 minutes of power. Now, Barbara Cook James said, "This is indeed my season. It is my intention to increase my coaching practice. I am writing letters," right? Yes, yes, and yes. I told you all the story about Dr. Cook James and how this is her season. And I'm so excited that we've had an opportunity to not only connect, but also to connect live. And I think that that's just so amazing when someone can hear you, someone can attract themselves to you, they feel something inside of your spirit, they connect, and then this relationship forms. I don't have on her earrings today, but she makes jewelry and gifted me a necklace and earrings that is just so beautiful. So I'll have to wear those on one of our live sessions. And I don't think Naomi from Australia is on now, but I purchased a bunch of earrings from Naomi, who I've never met in person. But again, this attraction, because it is your season. Keep doing the thing that you're doing, because someone will pick it up. And guess what? You're talking to someone differently every single day. All right, we talked about slowing down. We talked about experiencing newness, experiencing greatness, and we talked about articulating what you want and what you absolutely deserve. Now it is time to support with a garnish and a garner. What do you mean, Lolita? I talked about this before, and support is everything that we need. I want to pull some and then I want to give some. I want to give and take in situations, because it's not always about the garner. It's not always about the take. Sometimes you need to garnish somebody with something. And guess what? What if I told you that you're doing that every day? What if I reminded you that this is your season to soar? This is your season to soar. So keep on showing up in what it is that you're doing. Keep on showing up. Keep on showing up. Keep on talking to the people that you think are only 3 people listening. Keep on doing the webinar and you think that there's only 5 people attending. Keep on doing it, because somebody is feeling the impact, and you never know who's sitting around the table. Who is this for? Keep on showing up. Support with a garnish and a garner. This means grab your support by giving and taking. Grab your support by lending your support and by asking for support. Sometimes we just miss the whole bar in doing just that. Sometimes we forget that there's power in our ask. And then on the other side, there's power in your ask as well. So if you have an ask, then ask it, but also be willing to give, to garnish just a little sprinkle of you on top of it. I love to put a little sprinkle of Lolita on top of anything, because I know that there's impact on the other side of that thing. I want you to know that this is your season to thrive. Trust said, "It's definitely my season. It's okay to pause, but don't pause too long." That's right. We got to keep on moving in the thing, right? There's power in our pause. And I talk about that thing all the time. If you have my second book, Can We Talk? There's a poem called Dear Silence. And I spoke to a group not too long ago. I want to say a week, but maybe it's 2 weeks. And I played Dear Silence. And I've played it on this platform before as well. You can get it on Amazon, all of the audio streaming platforms, but you can also get it inside of the book. And in this Dear Silence, can we talk? It's less than 2 minutes, but it has the tendency to calm people because they told me, but it also has the tendency to make people uncomfortable in a moment where they're sitting silently. Sometimes when we talk to the inner us, the dear forgotten us, the dear silence, the dear contagious vulnerability, the dear me, then we recognize that there's so much amazingness that's waiting to be unfolded. Sometimes it takes a you to tell someone else the power that they bring to the stage because you never know what someone is going through behind the smile that they're gifting you. You never know behind the note that they're writing you how it is that they're feeling. That's why I remind you to keep on showing up. Next, we're going to optimize and prophetize. I don't even know if prophetize is a word because I didn't look it up. But what I'm trying to say inside of this piece right here is we are going to optimize because we've slowed down. We are now able to experience the newness and expect the greatness. We're able to articulate what it is we want and we absolutely deserve. And now we're garnering some support because we have the ability to garnish some support on others. And now we're optimizing the new resources that are in our space. This works if you're at home, at work, at life, period. Optimize the spaces and places of where it is that you are. Optimize them. Again, tomorrow is not promised. So if we want to soar differently, if we want to be coached differently, if we want to move differently, then do it and then become profitable based on your gifts. Yes, it is okay to say, I will make money, make a living by helping others to find the greatness inside of them, by helping others insert what it is that you do, because you do it every day. Insert your gifts right there. I will become profitable by pulling the greatness out of others and leveraging the power of this thing called a voice, leveraging what God has already given me to speak power into people so that now they can move differently. I will do that. So, what is it that you will do? It's not selfish to be profitable based on the gifts that God has given you. Why? Because we're garnishing every day, because we sit in gratitude every day, because we show up every day. What are you showing up in? Yes, optimize the spaces and the places of where it is that you are. Jackie Underwood said, your gifts will make room and make money for you. They will. But you've got to be able to trust and to surrender because it's not always easy when you leap. I know for me, I leaped from corporate America doing really well in corporate America into entrepreneurship. And I'll tell you is that I didn't know what I didn't know. And there's so many ways that you can absolutely become profitable and go seamlessly, but there are also some times when you don't know what you don't know and you don't surround yourself with a community of, let's say, entrepreneurs inside of the instance that I'm giving you right now. And so my learning curve, I took from high to doof to a super low. But what I always tell you guys is this thing right here is that I am greatness where I stand. Your gifts will make room for you. I leap because my faith and my strengths have wings that will protect my fall. So even in those moments where I plummeted, my gifts will make room for me. My strength and my faith will continue to lift me and soar me. I want you to know that because why? This is your season. And the last strategy before I open it up, just in case there's somebody who wants to add in, never give up. Action opens doors. I always talk to you guys about these keys that are dangling, 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 these keys that are dangling, dangling, dangling. What if one of them is the action key? Open the door, use it to open the door. Keep on acting in your gifts. You know why? Because they will make room for you. Why? Because they will help you slow down. Why? Because they will help you experience newness and expect greatness. Why? Because you will articulate what you want and you'll become more comfortable in saying it because it's not always comfortable. You'll be comfortable in now saying your dreams out loud because they're achievable. They're achievable. That's why. You'll feel more comfortable. These actions will make room for you to support by way of a garnish, which you are doing every single day. If you don't know how you're garnishing, how you are adding a little bit of Lolita into it, how you're adding a little bit of you into it. If you don't know that, then I advise you to go ahead and slow down just a little bit and do that soul work because it matters. Never give up. Action opens doors. Keep on doing it. Say it out loud. Lolita, you want a TV show? Well, guess what, honey? You have one every single day. So make the most of it. Do it. So do you. You all have a platform too. You know why? Because social media is right there available for you and it's free. Leverage it. How will you leverage it if that is what you want? Move into it, lean into it. And I want to offer the opportunity for anybody to add in. I love that Crystal said, never give up. Action opens doors. Unlock it. Anybody want to add in? Okay. What I want to do before we open this up and I close out today, I want to just share with you guys one more time the power of this being your season, how to make the most of the season. I've left you with a number of strategies today to make the best and the most of your season because you're sitting in it right now. Slow down. Experience newness and expect the greatness that's on the other side. If you're not expecting it, you're not walking into it, right? A lot of people say, and I know I've said too, oh my gosh, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this to be as big as it is. But what I did expect was the impact was going to be there. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I expect that greatness will be on the other side of this. I expect the feelings that I know when I talk to my future me. I expect that you all will show up and grab some nuggets. I expect those things. So I got to give those things. I got to give those things to you because I'm expecting that your greatness is going to soar on the other side of that. So I power you with the power of me. And I expect that then you in turn will do the same. Articulate what it is that you want and you deserve. Support with this garner and this garnish because that is how we gain support and give support. Optimize because it's okay to be profitable. Okay. And then never give up. Action absolutely opens doors. Act on it today. Hopefully, I have geared somebody with the amazingness. And Aziz said, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. For me, tomorrow is so filled with moments to keep working for our good, though trials to always have the last laugh. Through trials to always have the last laugh. One thing I like about tomorrow is you will not know who you will truly be relevant. I think there's a couple of typos, but I'm gonna push through it because why? I understand what you're trying to say. Alive, available, important, bigger, and most needed. Absolutely. And thank you so much for adding in. Want to say thank you guys. If you want to reach out to me, you can at change@lolitawalker.com. Follow me on all of the platforms. And I encourage you to go over to Instagram at Hey Coach Walker and it out right there on my Instagram at Hey Coach Walker. And I would absolutely love to hear from each and every one of you guys. Thanks, you guys.